So the classes on the in the aviation, in the ticketing, there is the first class on the aircraft. There's the first class, the business class, and the economy class. Okay, 3 cabins on the aircraft. We already know, but not all aircraft have 3 cabins. Some low-cost airlines or charter airlines had only economy class. So it doesn't mean if there is 3 cabins, it doesn't mean that all aircraft has to be with the 3 cabins. Okay, but if I want to book an airline, usually there is 3 cabins: the first class, the business class, and the economy. The first class, the first cabin, it's the first cabin. Let's say the first cabin is first class, and the first class we have different classes. We have A, we have F, we have B, and we have R. Okay, these are for first class. Same as for business. Business are divided into club and business. So C for club business, and business we have D, we have I, we have J, and we have Z. Okay, these are the classes for business. And for economy, we have premium economy, which are W, A, and S, and we have excursion economy, which are N, M, Y, T, Q, U, V, N, Q, B, H, K, L, V. These are excursion. Okay, where we see this, where do we use this? When we want to display an availability, for example. Okay, as you can see here, I'm not writing very that fast, but if you want to return for the previous entry, in order to write it again, you can click on the key Alt and the key arrow to the up arrow. You write Alt, you click here and you write Alt and arrow up. You can go back to the entries, or arrow down, you can go further. So let's check here this entry. Okay, these are the classes available on this flight. So here we can read, we have Y, C, J, A, F. F for first class, Y for economy, C for business. Okay, so you should know the classes of the on the aircraft. I will give you an example here. Write down here, write down your notes from this screen or take screenshot of it. Check here. We have cabins are identified by using the following codes: F for first class, C for club business, W for economy coach premium, M for economy but not economy coach premium, and Y for economy. Okay, so this means that economy is cheaper than economy premium, premium economy is cheaper than business, business is cheaper than. Okay, so in the first class we have A, F, B, and R. In the club business we have C, D, I, J, and Z. And economy, sure, we have let's check here, all the other alphabets are for economy. Okay. Okay, so let's say we want to check details of a specific flight, but we didn't check availability, so we didn't write this entry. And because if we are checking an availability and we want to check, sorry, 1 second. If we were checking availability and want to see the flight of this flight, the details of this flight, we can write down DO1. But if we are not checking availability and we have a passenger who said that he wants to travel on TK825 on Turkish Airlines flight number 825. So I don't know the Turkish Airlines for sure. I don't know the code of the Turkish Airlines. I write down DNA Turkish Airlines. The system will give us that Turkish Airlines, the 2-letter code of the airline is TK. So I write down, if I want to check the flight details of the flight Turkish Airlines 825, I write down DO TK for Turkish Airlines and 825. And we read the flight information details same as above. But here I'm telling you, if you were not checking availability and you want to read the information or the details of a specific flight, so you need to put the 2-letter codes of the flight and example. TK805 of Turkish Airlines. Okay. This is for the information flight details. Let's say now we want to check the best routing for a specific routing. For example, a passenger just came or called us and he wants to travel from Beirut to JFK, and we don't know what we take. What's the best routing we should take for him? So there is an entry in Amadeus that you can write down this entry to use it to display the best routing with all carriers. Okay, you can even choose the carrier, but you can even display it with all airlines or all carriers. Carrier, it means the airline. So the entry to display the best routing, it's DRT. DRT is the basic entry or the basic comment for displaying the best routing. After the DRT, we should put the city pairs. What do we mean by city pair? The city pair is the origin and the destination. So let's say here we want to travel from Beirut to JFK. We write down BY and JFK. The system will give us the best routing. The best routing from Beirut to JFK is via what? Connection. CX, it means connection. Connection, it means that the flight will have one stop, one connection, a transit or a scale in a specific country before it reaches the final destination. So in order to go from Beirut to JFK, you can go via Istanbul in Turkey. It will take us only 12 minutes. 12 minutes. Not 12 minutes. It means the time. The estimated flight time, 12 hours. Via Paris in France, it will take us 12 hours and 30 minutes. This is the first option. There's the second, third option, fourth option. Via Frankfurt in Germany, it will take us 12 hours and 30 minutes. Via London, it will take us 12 minutes and 25. And here's the mileage. Here's the distance between Beirut, Istanbul and JFK. Okay, so here we check the best routing. Let's say I want the best routing from Beirut to JFK only with Air France, for example, or not like that. We put here after the DRT, we put the Air France. And the system will give us that with Air France, you can go via Paris, via Amsterdam, via Paris, London. This means here in the first option, there is one connection only. So you go from Beirut to Paris, then from Paris to JFK. Here, the second option, you go from Beirut to Amsterdam in Netherlands, then from Amsterdam to JFK. Here, the third option, as you can see, there is two stopovers. There's two connections. Connection 1, connection 2. There's two connections. You will go from Beirut to Paris. First connection is Paris in France. Then the second connection is London in UK. The second connection. Then you go back to JFK, the final destination. Okay? So, this is how you check the best routing. And it will give you the best one first. Now, if you want to check, if you want to do such a calculation in the ticketing, for example, this entry we use it to check the best routing. Why we use this check entry? To ease our work, because we can use this entry and 10 January by JFK, and we can see here, we can calculate, for example, we can calculate here that 6 to 7 p.m. You know, the entry, the time in the aviation is only displayed in the military time. Okay, so because some passengers, some passenger they don't read well, so if they saw here, for example, 7:25, they might think that 7:25 it's p.m. But actually here in the aviation, in order to differentiate, they use only the military time. So whenever it's 7:25, it's a.m. If it is p.m., you will see here 19:25. You know the military time. If you don't know the military time chart, here's the military chart time. You can check it from Google. So here the standard time, 11 a.m. it means 1, 2 a.m. 2, 1 p.m. it's 13 after 12, So 12 p.m.